Here we have every single one of the brand new Lego Mario Kart sets totaling 228 pieces, and honestly, these were so fun to build, but let's go ahead and decide if these are actually going to be worth it or not. Our first set is going to be set number 72031, the Yoshi bike with 133 pieces set at a price point of $14.99. This one is very cool because on the very top you can see we have the light blue Yoshi with the brand new banana peel at the 1-to-1 scale. On the side of the box you can kind of see the Mario Kart like little checkered flag with the bike. On this side, we have the Mario Kart logo, but on the very back, it kind of shows off some of the play features. And for whatever reason, I've noticed that whenever people show off the Yoshis, they always build them wrong. They usually stick the head a little bit further back, but this is the way that it's supposed to look. And I really like this color of the Yoshi. I kind of wish we would have gotten, a green one to go along with the green bike, but I do think that this build is phenomenal. I absolutely love this. But the other things included in this set include this nice little item block with a translucent blue and kind of like shimmering colors with the scannable tile. We also get the banana peel, the little red shell, the green shell, 2 blue cones, and 2 red cones. And the best part about these sets are the brand new launchers that include the little red shell and green shell that you can sit inside of there. So all you do is literally just a stud shooter and you flick the missile back and it shoots the shell. Because the way that it works is it has this brand new piece, included either in the green or the red variant, but it has the nice little clip at the back to actually stick it inside of the little shooter, and then you can literally just put on this nice little towel on the bottom to give it the shell effect. And other than that, I think this is such a clever move from them because that is so cool. I really hope that in the future sets we might can get the blue shell maybe with some spikes on it, but I think that the red and green shells are a great start. But just taking a look at the bike, it is very tiny. Again, this is a $15 set, so it is the smallest one, but this thing is built very nicely. There are no stickers on this, and what I really love is that we have a nice little printed glass piece on the very front that shows off the eyeballs. We have the nice little Yoshi shells right here. We have an actual Yoshi shell right there in the front as like a little like printed piece. Another one on the other side. And a complaint that I do have is that I really wish that the shells would have been, properly placed on both sides of the wheels because it kind of just looks a little goofy with it, looking like this. However, the build itself is not bad. I do think that with it being the smallest one, that it does look a little goofy. However, I do think that it is very cute because, again, it is Yoshi. The colors are all properly placed there. It looks super nice. We even have a thing on the back you can actually place one of the gliders on, because only one set actually came with this glider, but they actually included the nice Technic clip on the back to be able to put the glider on any of the sets. So I'm really hoping that in the future we actually will get to see more custom gliders like this, because all of the carts actually do have this nice piece on the back just for that reason. And again, with this being the smallest one on the wave, there aren't that many details, so this definitely is the worst cart out of the bunch in my opinion, just because of how small it is. There's not really many details right here on the wheels, but we do have a scannable tile right here that's very cool when you interact with Mario. Because once we actually scan the tile on the cart, we get this really awesome noise with the little Yoshi logo on the front. And I really love that it gives its own unique sound. Plus, we get Lakitu in the front. I love the animations that we get on these so much. And we can also scan the item blocks to get 4 different items. So right here, we get the blue shell. Plus, you can get a banana, bullet bill, and a red shell. Our next set is set number 72032, the standard cart, and this one is phenomenal. We have a little toad, we have the cart, plus we have a little targeting station in the back, and on the very front, we have the Toad Pit Crew version with the little banana and the 1-to-1 scale. Right here we have the little Mario Kart logo. Here we actually have the Lego Wiles cart on the background, and then on the very back of the box, we kind of just have some fun little play features. Up first, we got to talk about Toad, and I absolutely love this because all the other Toad things we ever get never have the Toad logo on it. It's basically just this little piece right here, except the white circle with the Toad logo would all just have the little circles around the hat. So I really love that we have this nice little pit crew version right here. Plus we get a brand new little front jacket piece. The face is exactly the same, but I really love Toad. And we get the same accessories. We got a banana peel with a little printed face. We have a green and a red shell. But before talking about the cart, we do have a nice little targeting station with a little practice bullseye that you can actually hit with a shell to flick it back. We have a wrench that Toad can actually hold and a scannable tile. But the star of the show is absolutely the standard Mario Kart cart. I think this is probably the best one out of the build, which is crazy because this is the second cheapest set out of the thing. Plus, the coolest thing is this glider, because if you've played the new games, you know that there's sections of the maps where you need a glider to literally glide around, and I absolutely love that we got included here. This is kind of one of those like little plastic pieces that you just kind of stick on via the Technic pins, and I think the print on there is absolutely phenomenal. I'm really hoping that in the future we get some more of these. But again, like you saw in the last set, you can actually take this off and put it on any of the carts. So you have the little spot back there. We have some nice little flames coming out of the back. The wheels are sadly stickered, so these are not printed pieces on the middle, like at all. These are literally just, you know, stickered pieces right there to give it some nice detail. And that really sucks. I hate that they started doing like stickers on these sets because it's so disappointing, because we've never had a sticker in a Mario Kart set or a Mario set in general ever until right now. So that really sucks, except for this little Mario logo on the front. That is a printed piece, so that is super nice. And I really love the angle that we have going there. Oh, it's just so cool. Plus, we have a stud shooter right here on the back. And overall, this thing is very cool. Plus, we can even put Mario inside. Our first scannable tile is actually going to be the target practice. And I love that we just get the little pit crew there. I love that so much. Oh, I love the scannable tile so much. People underestimate this so much. But we also have the cart, and we're actually going to flip that back a little bit just so you can see a little bit better. This actually has the little cart logo right there when we stick him in there. Nice. Oh, that's sick. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? It even has the little wind logo. That is so sick. I love that we get that on this cart. Our next set is set number 72033, Donkey Kong and DK Jumbo, with 387 pieces at a price point of $34.99. This one features Donkey Kong and his cart, plus a little station to target practice with a red and green shell. On the very top, we have a Donkey Kong with the banana. We have the Donkey Kong car with the Mario Kart logo, and then on the very back, just some play features. The first thing we got to point out is this awesome Donkey Kong figure, but this isn't any different from the original Donkey Kong figure. They are exactly the same, quite literally. I, kind of wish they would have done a little bit different stuff, but other than that, it is a very awesome figure, and I'm glad that people are finally able to get this, because this was in a very expensive set at one point, so it is nice to have it in a mid-range thing. However, again, we do have a nice red, green, and banana peel. But obviously the star of the show is the cart. This thing is actually super well built, because this is supposed to be a barrel with the Donkey Kong logo on the front. I'm not entirely sure what the bar is supposed to be. I think maybe just aesthetic purposes or whatever, but the wheels on here are actually stickered pieces. The DK right there is a sticker. This is a sticker right here, and that's one big thing that, again, I hate that they did with all this, is that they added stickers to all these, and it's so disappointing. But the inside is kind of bare. I really wish we would have gotten some pieces to actually cover up these little tiles right there, but I think they did it as a way just to save a couple of pieces and make it a little bit cheaper. But again, we do not have the nice little tab right there on the back to add the little glider. We have a nice little bar over here, and I'm actually going to show you what this bar is for in a second. But other than that, the actual build is very well done. Like, I love the curved pieces that they, the technique, or not technique, but just the way that they built this to give it the nice little circular thing. It looks really good. But the reason there's a bar back there is because once you put your Mario character in there, what you can actually do with Donkey Kong is flip his hand to this position, and you can actually stick it right here on the red bar to make it act like he's supposed to be like kind of flying along with him. And on the box, you can kind of actually see where they show him doing that right here. But whenever I've done it, he definitely does not stay up like that at all. He definitely flops down like immediately just like this. So that's not really a viable thing to do in my opinion, because just the weight is right there. But if you're kind of playing with just two hands, you can kind of definitely go back and forth just like that. So that is a very cool feature that they added. But what happens when we scan the actual cart? Because we do have enough room in there for his hands, but you do have to kind of flip them up just like this. So just know that this one is a tighter squeeze than all the other carts. But when you actually put him right there on the tile, you can actually kind of see the little barrel logo right there. And when we put him down, this is what he looks like. Nice. I love that. You get the Donkey Kong music right there at the beginning. You get the little Donkey Kong flash thing like too. And if we do that, you can go up in the air. Oh, it's so cool. I love the cart so much. Our next set is actually set number 72034, Baby Mario versus Baby Luigi. And this is very fun because if you've ever played the balloon battles on any of the Mario Kart games, that's exactly what this is. This does have 321 pieces at a price point of $29.99. It was really weird because Normally the sets go in price order, but this one doesn't. Anyways, we get the 2 different carts. We get the Bitty Buggy and the Trial Speedster, plus we get Baby Mario and Baby Luigi with the 1-to-1 scale. We have the little Bitty Buggy right there on the back, and then on the very back of the box, we do have the little play features. First character is the Baby Mario, and the first thing I want to point out is the hat. This is the first time we've ever gotten the actual hat piece without buying the scannable character, and I really love that. Everything on here is printed, so the eyes, the overalls, these are all awesome pieces. And the build is just so simple, and I think that it really gets across the Baby Mario, honestly, super, super well. And then we have Baby Luigi, and again, this hat is the exact same way. The printed overalls with the eyes, and again, I just think the build is just simple, yet just done so well. Our accessories to the build also include 3 green balloons and 3 red balloons, just like the game where you get 3 on each cart. Plus, we get a red and a green shell for the carts. Our first cart is actually going to be the Bitty Buggy, and I just want to point out that the eyes right here are actually a sticker piece. This Mario logo on the front is a sticker piece. The wheels also have the stickers on the inside to kind of give it that detail. And I don't know, I just seriously hate how they've been adding so many stickers to these sets. But the actual build is not bad at all. I mean, like, it really does hold the shape of what the thing looks like in game. And that's one thing I've really, just got to commend them for, is the accuracy to the actual thing. Looks so good. The wheels are this nice gigantic thing, and I really love that we have kind of new wheel pieces of this as well, but it's just so cool. There's not much going on here, except again, we do have the clip for the actual sail. We have some fire shooting out of the back. We have the little launcher right there, and again, I'm not sure if I pointed this out earlier, but you can actually swap the launcher to whatever side you want. That's why they actually have holes on either side of all the cars, just for that. And I'm assuming it's maybe for in the future if you wanted to add 2 launchers to your car or something, you totally could do that and just make them, like, just customized. But I really love that the way that this cart, just it looks. I think that it's very accurate, and I really don't have any complaints about this at all. On the other hand, we have the Trial Speedster, and this is Baby Luigi's little cart, and everything on here is stickers. So we have the little Luigi logo, the nice little piston sticking out of the front. The little question mark block is a sticker. The wheel is a sticker right here. There isn't anything on the back, and I kind of wish they would have done what the little Yoshi bike did, where they actually stuck a little piece in here to actually give it some little detail on the sides. But other than that, this thing is very simple. Like, I don't really like the little, whatever, the engine, I guess, sticking out the very front. I don't really care for that, because there actually are some studs right there that are sticking out. I really wish there would have been a way to either cover that up or somehow use a different part to make this. Other than that, I mean, it doesn't look bad, because it definitely looks exactly like what an engine sticking out of the hood would look like. With it's just whatever. But the little pipes going out of the back to actually shoot the fire out are pretty awesome. Other than that, I think this is probably the second worst cart out of the entire wave, and I'm just not a huge fan of it. But it does get the job done for what it does look like in-game. Here's what happens when you put him in the Bitty Buggy. Look at, oh, the scan is sick. Oh, and you can hear the cart noise from basically what it sounds like in-game as well. Oh, that's so cool. And then here is Luigi's bike. And that is pretty cool. It doesn't really have many different sound effects. It almost sounds like some of the ones we've gotten before. But I love the sound effects. Oh, that's so cool. And you can do a time trial? Whoa, that's phenomenal. The next set is set number 72035, Toad's Garage, with 390 pieces at a price point of $39.99. This is basically just a gigantic pit crew, as you can see by all the pictures. On this side, we do have the nice little race car, plus we have 2 of the blue Toads as pit crew, and on the very back, again, just some play features. Our character in the build are actually going to be 2 of these blue Yoshis, and if you remember, we did have a red one earlier in the standard cart set, and this one is another one of that pit crew, except this one is blue, and I really just love the colors on this. Plus, I love the Toad logo so much. Plus, we get 2 accessories, being the red and green shell. When it comes to this set, we do have a couple of different areas. We do have a spot right here where you can actually put Mario on the scannable tiles, with there being the horn and then the engine. Plus, we also have this little tire spot right here with another one of the pit crews on top of this, and this is actually going to be a sticker piece. It actually, was put on very well, but I really wish that was actually a just a printed piece. I hate stickers so much. However, there are 2 sizes of the tires. We have these right here, and even on these tires, these are all going to be stickered as well. And we have 2 of the small ones also with stickers. And then right here we have kind of the big play feature, which is actually going to be the spot where you can change the tires. Because what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put the actual B-dash cart right here. This little switch right here actually flips up to actually stick it up in the air, just like a normal, kind of like tire rotation, whatever thing. And then this actually hooks off the back over here. Dude, it's kind of supposed to be like the little drill rigger, and you take off all the tires with this little bendy thing so you can move it around. And that is actually pretty cool in my opinion. But other than that, it is just a little whatever. But finally, we obviously have the B-Dasher cart. And this thing is pretty interesting. It's not my favorite thing in the world. That right there is also a sticker, as you can definitely tell. Like that one doesn't, the color doesn't even match the white of the bricks. But we have some more stickers on the wheels, just like we had on these wheels. And as you may notice, these are actually different. So those are supposed to be the spares, obviously. But the exhaust back here in the back is very interesting. You know, the very front with the little like air intake right there is pretty cool. But other than that, this is probably my least favorite cart out of the bunch. It's not bad, but it's just not as unique as all the other ones. And I guess there's obviously not supposed to be just all of them being fantastic, because that's just not how this works. But other than that, you know, it's kind of mid. Other than the cart being a little bad, we do have some fun little scannable tiles. So this one is going to be the horn. So you stick them on there, and you can actually honk the horn, which is pretty fun. But over on the other side, we do have the engine. And when you stick him on there, you can see the engine. And that's really cool because, as you can see, you can actually kind of like change to whatever engine you want. And when you take them off, it selects it. And here on the tire rotation spot, you can actually see another tile. And you will just get a pit crew toad. And some coins. But finally, we do have the cart. And once you put Mario in there, you do get some awesome noises. And that sounds just like some of the other carts we've had in the past. So it's nothing unique sounding with this cart. And that kind of just, you know, that is a little lame, but it's whatever. And our final and biggest set out of the wave is going to be set number 72036, Baby Peach and Grand Prix set, with a total of 832 pieces. And this thing is absolutely massive. We have 3 carts, a racetrack, some little like dividers to give us some stuff, a lot of accessories. But up here we have all the characters. We actually have a brand new Baby Peach, Toad, Lakitu, Lemmy, and there's the one-to-one of Baby Peach. And on the side we actually get the Wild Wiggler. And over here on the very back of the box, we just have all the play features. In this set, we do have a lot of different buildable characters. And this one, the first one, and the best one is definitely Baby Peach. I love this awesome brand new like eyepiece. And I definitely know that we're probably going to see that on Baby Rosalina, Baby Daisy, and some of the other characters like that at some point. But we have a brand new like starter thing right here. We have the pacifier in the mouth like all the other baby characters and baby like it, you know, Mario Kart look like. I love that we have the nice little texture on the hair, and we have a Toad that is actually just the standard Toad. We've seen this one 1,000 different other times. We have Lemmy, and this again is built exactly the same like every other Lemmy, but this one does have a scannable tile to, you know, be able to defeat him. But finally, for the other brand new character, we have Lakitu on the cloud holding the little start thing. The cloud, I'm not really sure what the name is, but I love that Lakitu also has the headset on just like he does in the game. Plus, we also have these barricades as well to actually be able to make your own track. So this is the standard one, and they all have this little spot right here to actually be able to customize it. So you do have 2 of the lights. We have 3 of these little arrows that, you know, you can turn around and point the other direction if you want. And on the other side, we do have some more barriers as well. But just taking a look at the set, it is very fun because we do have Lakitu on the giant cloud. We have 3 of the different carts, all the barriers. We even have this little like concession stand type thing on the other side. We have an awesome podium for the end of the race that you see in every Mario Kart game. Plus, we even have a track with a whole bunch of like Mario inspired like sponsors as well. But our first card is going to be the Wild Wiggler, and this has a ton of stickers. We have the little Baby Peach logo, we have the little green stickers right there, and I hate how many stickers they put on all these Mario Kart sets. I don't know why they did that, but other than that, I think the Wild Wiggler is definitely one of the better carts out of the entire thing. The eyeball is thankfully a printed piece. We have just the shape of this is so cool. I love that we have the little like purple feet that the Wigglers actually do have. The little yellow dots all over him look really good. He has booty cheeks. Don't tell Lego I said that. We have a scannable tile. We have the flick missile. We even have these little handlebars to kind of give it some oomph. But other than that, I think the cart is a very well rendition of what it looks like in game. And then we have Lemmy's land ship, and this one has some weird stickers. I really hate that they did this because the stickers are so tiny that I don't even know why they wouldn't have just printed that. Like, it makes no sense to me. On the very side of the wheels, we actually have some more stickers. On the back, we have a sticker, and I honestly messed this up royally, but I know that if I would have fixed it, it would have been even worse. And I hate that there's so many stickers in these sets. Other than that, I think this is also probably one of the worst carts out of the entire thing. It's very cramped in there. it looks awful. But again, this is what it looks like in game, so it is very accurate. It just does not look good. And finally, we have the standard cart. This one is very cool because we do have a nice little like front part here. That is actually a printed piece, which is very, very well received by me. I love the angles of this build because there's a lot of pieces here that give it this nice shape. And like, it looks great. I love how they did the angled piece in the front here with the little clip right there that actually stacks at the bottom to stop it from going all the way down, to give it that nice iconic like bike shape. It looks so good. The wheels don't even look bad either. Like in this case, I think they did the wheels great because they don't have any pieces that actually make it, you know, have like the details like the Yoshi bike did. Other than that, I love that the seat is actually like sitting up just a little bit too. Like as you can see, the seat is actually angled slightly to actually give it some nice boost in the front. We have the handlebars right there actually using the gun pieces. The exhaust in the back has a nice contrast color. I think this is probably, again, one of the better, like, just carts slash bikes out of the entire wave. But going on to all the sponsors, it's really fun because we do have the Mario Kart TV thing that you see whenever you start up a race. We have Bowser Oil. We have Undead Motors from the Dry Bowser. The Mushroom Piston Engines. This is pretty cool, and I really hate that these are all stickers too. Like even the little mushroom is a sticker. I don't know why they couldn't have just printed all these. But we have the Fuzzy Battery. And I'm honestly not entirely sure what that is. But again, another Mario Kart TV. We have the Bullet Bill Speed Trail, which is so cool. And Mario Motors with the classic logo right there. But overall, I really like this set just because of how many pieces it comes with. There's just a lot of customizability with this. We got 3 carts. We got a brand new Lakitu. You can even make your own track. It's just very cool. I'm really hoping that in the future we get some more of these to be able to make like a full length course, because that would just be phenomenal. Being able to like set this up just like this. And the things, I'm not sure if you noticed, there's actually clips on both sides to actually be able to connect all of these. So if you really wanted to make like an actual track, you totally could. But what happens when you scan all this? So here is the land ship. Not anything spectacular with this. It sounds almost exactly the same like every other one. Here we have the standard bike. And that is also, again, just the same as every other bike we've gotten in the past as well. And I'm really hoping for the Wild Wiggler that we do get something a little bit more unique. Oh, but we don't. It's exactly the same sound. Yeah, that's exactly the same sound as all the other ones. But again, we do have another item block. And we got a banana. Plus, you can scan and defeat Lemmy on the back over there. As well as grab a snack at the concession stand from the pit crew. And I really love that it cycles through and gives you different options. And here we have Lakitu, actually. And that actually just shows that you finished the race. And finally, we have the podium, and there's actually only one spot. It's actually just the end of the goal level. So there's not anything too difficult other than you started, and it shows you how many coins you have. Now for the best part, let's go ahead and decide if these are actually going to be worth it or not. So the first one we have is the Yoshi bike. And for this being the smallest one out of the wave, I think they did a great job. We get a lot of accessories with the bananas. We get some shells, some cones. We even get the little scannable block, which is really cool. You know, I really like this, other than the fact that I really wish these little egg pieces would have been, you know, put on the other side of the bike as well. I think that they did a great, phenomenal job with that. So that one is absolutely going to be worth it. Plus, there aren't any stickers. So, yeah, double worth it. Anyways, our next one is going to be the standard cart, and this one is a phenomenal build. This is probably either the best or the second best cart build out of the entire wave. We get a brand new Toad. This one is so cool. There are a couple stickers in here, but at least the Mario one on the front is not. Plus, we even get a detachable glider that you see in the brand new Mario Kart game. I think that this one is definitely the most accurate out of the bunch. In my opinion, it just looks good. I really like this. And we even get another little scannable thing right here as well. Other than that, I absolutely love this one. This one is also going to be worth it. And then for the Donkey Kong and DK Jumbo set, this one is very cool because this is actually the second time we've gotten Donkey Kong now, and I really like that we got this in more of a mid-range like priced set, because the other one came in a very expensive Donkey Kong set a long time ago. Plus, we get this awesome DK Jumbo cart build as well. I really wish that there weren't any stickers on here, so that definitely takes a little bit of points off, but I think this is definitely the second best cart build out of all of them as well. So this is absolutely going to be worth it in my opinion. Up next, we have the Toad's Garage. And this one is a little interesting because we don't have a really good cart build. Like, the thing is definitely all right. You can see the shape on that's not too, you know, super nice. We do end up getting 2 of these same Toads. And I kind of wish we would have gotten maybe a different color on this, but there is a lot of playability in this. We have a lot of scannable tiles. But overall, this one is very lackluster compared to all the other ones. So sadly, I don't think that the Toad's Garage is actually going to be worth it. But up next, we actually have the Baby Mario and Baby Luigi, and I actually messed this up. This was actually supposed to go before this one, but I digress. Anyways, the Baby Mario versus Baby Luigi is very cool because if you ever played the time trials or the challenges where you're supposed to play against other characters, that's what this is supposed to be. So we have the nice little balloons, we have the little Baby Mario and Luigi carts. They look adorable. I absolutely love these. Specifically, this one. I love the little bug eyes on the front. It looks awesome. So for this giving us Baby Mario and Luigi, I think that that's going to be worth it. But finally, we have Baby Peach and the Grand Prix set. This is the big mama jamba of the entire thing, but we have a lot of substance in here. We get 3 carts. We get Baby Peach. We got Lakitu. We also have our Toad in the back with our little boy right here. It looks phenomenal. Plus, we even have a lot of things to give our own little, like, tracks and make it customized. And I just think it is so cool. The only thing I don't like are absolutely the stickers. I hate how many stickers they put in these sets. It just kind of defeats the purpose of the gaming ones not having any. So, you know, for being really expensive, I do think that this is going to be worth it because we got all the carts. It's just the more Mario Kart-esque one of the wave. But I really hope that this helped you decide on which sets you're actually going to be picking up because these were phenomenal and I'm so glad that we finally got Mario Kart sets and I cannot wait to see what we get in the future. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, studs. I will see y'all later.